So I got a new Halloween shirt. Squad Ghouls. That's right. Squad Ghouls. That's what's up. Are you on that? Ghoul Squad? As it really should have been called? It really should have been called Ghoul Squad, but apparently now it's called Squad Ghouls. Okay. It's whatever. Okay, so for those of you not aware, you guys all know the Sci-Fi Channel. They're known for their shitty shark movies during Shark Week or Summer Month or whatnot. But I just found out about this last year. Well, okay, I'll get to that in a minute. For those of you not aware, they do an annual Halloween month, 31 Days of Halloween, and they show like repeats of like old classic horror movies or some new ones. One time I actually sat down and watched the Nightmare on Elm Street remake on there. Good times, good times. I had a lot of fond memories there. I think it was around 2015 or 2016 they actually started to premiere their own original sci-fi Halloween horror movies. And I only found out about this last year when I reviewed House of the Witch, when I found out it was made by Sci-Fi. And then I found out True for Dare, what I reviewed this year, was a part of that. But anyways, enough of that. So last year, I found this movie called The Night Before Halloween. I typed in Halloween on movie iTunes and I found it. I was like, hey, what is this movie? And I didn't have enough time to review it for last year. So I said, okay, I'm going to mark it on my calendar to review it this year. I watched it, and apparently it's from Sci-Fi. So I did more digging, and I found out there's a bunch of Halloween horror sci-fi movies. So I got to check more of those out. Maybe next year. But here's the thing. So The Night Before Halloween is about a girl who, her and a group of her friends are a part of this Halloween prank that goes wrong. Their friend ends up in a coma, and this one dude tried to, what's a good way I can say this without spoiling it? This guy tried to basically kill her intentionally. He intentionally messed up the prank so she could die, but she ended up in a coma so he could survive. And basically it's revealed later that you have to kill someone before midnight of Halloween or something like that. And there are a bunch of these flies that form this creature that tries to kill you before then. So you gotta either kill someone before, it's before midnight of Halloween or something like that. Or basically just survive till midnight. So first of all, I didn't know that much going into the movie. I didn't even read the plot synopsis. So when I went into this movie, I went into it fresh. I went into it with an open mind. And let me tell you, man, I had a lot of fucking fun with this movie. I had a lot of fun. With this movie. Oh my god. Okay, so here's a fun fact. The main girl in this movie is actually one of the young actresses from R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour, which was a TV show that premiered on, I believe it was ABC Kids or something like that. I don't know, or ABC Family. I don't know. But I knew her from that, and personally, I know she was a good actress. She was a good young actress in The Haunting Hour. I thought she did a really good job, and she does a good job in this too. All the actors, in my opinion, do a pretty good job at what they're given in this movie. The story, at times, could be a little bit cliche and be a little bit similar to I Know What You Did Last Summer, but the movie surprised me genuinely because the movie kept having twist after twist, and it went in so many different directions that I was just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, this isn't a spoiler, but I'm going to talk about the ending. You think it's going to go in one direction. If you've seen so many other horror movies, you know how movies like this end. And then it completely was like, nope, we're not doing that. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, what are we going to do next? And then the two characters get together and they're like, hey, let's do something together. And I'm like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, they're going to do it, and that's going to happen, and that's how this movie's going to end. And then, nope, doesn't do it. And it was like, oh, okay. It didn't do that. And then the movie keeps going, and I'm like, okay, how is this going to end? We only have like 5 minutes of the movie left. And then you think something's going to happen to the one character, But then you find out something else happened to the other character, and you're like, oh wait, what's gonna happen to each of these characters? What's probably gonna happen? Nope. Twist after twist after twist and event. And when the movie ended, this was my genuine reaction when the twist happened. Okay, that's cool. Without spoiling anything, that's the best way I can. That's the best way I can explain my experience. It's like this movie kept going, and I wasn't bored. This movie throughout the film, I was engaged. I thought the characters were. I thought they were likable enough. Sure, some of them are kind of dumb teenage-ish, cliche characters, but I think there was enough to keep me interested and engaged with the story as well. I also like the detective side of this movie. I really like the main detective because, at first he's kind of like, oh, he's poking around. He's a douchey, detective trying to get involved with the teenager shit. But no, later he becomes kind of like the guy who wants to try and figure out things and help. And I really like that. And overall, I'm just going to say it, fucking sci-fi and their horror movies, the creature in this film is really fucking cool. I'm sorry. I don't know how sci-fi keeps doing it. I don't know how they find like new ways to make these new creatures and they just make them look so fucking unique and cool because it genuinely looked badass. I'm not gonna lie. Sure, we don't see him a lot in the movie. We only see like a little mist, but when all the flies form as this creature and you get to see it with its arms, it's very cool and it's very interesting. And I just loved it. I loved it. And I thought for a TV movie, the kills, they had a lot of blood in them, surprisingly. I mean, I guess, what you can show on TV, because this is obviously like TV, like TV 14 or something. I don't know, or TY, I don't fucking know what they call it. But it's like a PG-13 movie. But I was surprised they showed quite a bit of blood in this. And when a death happens, it genuinely is surprising, or at least in the way, it's executed. Now, there are flaws I do have with this movie. First of all, the whole thing is that this demon kills you, I don't know if it kills you one by one. Some of the rules, I didn't really get that much. Like, does it go down the line? Like, it follows, like, it kills whoever started first. But then it was like, no, it's not like that. It's, whoever's involved with this thing or whoever hears about it, or it's just kind of weird. It didn't really make sense to me, but that's fine. I thought the creature overall was cool and the story overall interesting, that I was able to let it slip. But then I realized that, wait a minute, this is a spoiler alert. The main girl, she had nothing to do with the prank. She had nothing to do with it. She was a victim in the prank that went wrong. And then later she helps them cover it up, but it's only because she's peer pressured by her friends. So that's no excuse to fucking do what she did. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, she didn't have anything to do with the prank. If that's like, she didn't have anything to do with the prank. I didn't understand why this fly ghost was going after her, the main character. It didn't really make sense. It's like, because from what I've gathered in the movie, in the story, I thought that the fly ghost, whatever it was following whoever's involved with the prank and trying to kill them. But she wasn't. She was involved with the cover-up. And that's not what they've explained at the least, what they explained. And I was confused. Wait, why is the ghost going after her if she wasn't involved with the prank? That doesn't make sense. Maybe I missed something, but that's just what I'm going to say right now, like a minor problem I have with the film. Another thing, I do think some of the characters do make a few stupid decisions. First of all, I think in the one case of the main girl, at this point she knows that the detective is trying to help, and she doesn't go towards him and try to be like, yeah, help me, you know what's going on, so let you help me and we can figure this out together. She's just like, no, back off, I want to do it my own way. It's like, you're a teenager, this is a detective, a really good detective, for the most part. He's a TV detective, what do you expect? But it's like, let the detective help you. And it just didn't really make a lot of sense when she ignored him. It's problems like that kind of make me lower this movie to what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it a B-. But overall, guys, I genuinely like this film. Even though I gave it a B-, that's still not bad. What's next? Mischief Night. That could be interesting. Wait, there's 2 movies named Mischief Night. Fuck it, I'll do it both.